Today's subscriber spotlight, we're spotlighting Dylan Boak. He ain't no joke. He's also of Boak Farms, the ones that are having the auction, both online and on site. I will be there Friday morning. There's some smalls there that I'm real interested in bidding on. I also want to be there to see what things go for. So let's spotlight Dylan Boak right now and go check out some, what I consider some rare antique combines. Boom. All right, we got a 706. Do you know the year of this?
I don't.
All right, but anyways, tractor's over 10,000 hours. As far as he knows, it's never had a rebuild on the engine. And wow, it just keeps on a running. That's why I go international. It's got the high back seat, which I like. Is that hydraulic up and down on the seat adjustment?
I don't think.
Okay. So that's different with the 06 than the 56. You know, because mine goes up and down. You just pull the lever and it raises you hydraulically or lowers you. But yeah, this would have been the precursor to the 756. And actually, they in the Nebraska test, they used the 706 to claim that was the same thing as the 756. I've never agreed with it, but then there you go. And this is what, the 291 engine?
Think so, yeah. I'm pretty certain.
So that would be the same engine, you know, is what I have.
263.
Oh, 263. Okay, so this would be one of the earlier model gas engines, 706, before they went to the 291, because one beef with the 706 early models was that they had the 282 and the 263 gas, the 282 diesel, and people were complaining that they were the same tractor as the 656. So that's when, toward the later years, before they stopped production of these, they went to the 310 German and the 291 to actually make it distinctly different than the 656. So that's a little story on that deal. And yep, 10,000 hours, and she keeps a ticking. If it was a John Deere, it'd be 6 feet under, man. All right, we got an international 715 combine, and it's got a German diesel in it, and it's 4-wheel drive. So this is a bad mamma jamma, man.
Get over the tire and look, you can see the 4-wheel drive.
Oh, I believe you. Yep, there you go. Now, have you ever used it?
No.
I don't blame you. Yeah, man, it sure looks field ready, don't it?
Yeah, it was being used until they traded it.
Shoo!
It's not in the auction, it's just for our collection.
Did you hear that? He's selling it to me because it's not in the auction. There you go. Yes, you're seeing things correctly. We got a combine here, and I'm guessing on the other side that's open station.
Yep, open station.
First on race day. This is a Ford combine. What model is this? 611 Ford combine. And man, does this thing look good.
The optional power steering on it.
Yep, optional power steering. My word. And this thing looks field ready. Yeah. What's it got for an engine?
It's got a Ford engine of some sort. I couldn't tell you the number, but it's a Ford engine of some sort, gas.
Well, there you go. Ford lovers. Ford freaks, I'll call you. But what a cool piece.
Head.
Yeah, it takes 12-foot head.
This was a big machine in its day.
That is awesome.
In 59. And actually the same year in 59 as the Massey sitting to your left is the same year. Look how big it was.
Yeah, look at this. What'd you say this was, a 13-foot head? 12. All right. Yeah, and this is a 1959 Ford.
Your plate's right in front of you, I think.
I mean, yeah, it's right there. There's your plate ski. If you've ever seen one of these, leave a comment down below and tell me what kind of experience you or your neighbors had growing up on one of these things.
Actually, it's the same as an Oliver 25. Back in the day, they had some I don't know about who would sell more, the Oliver or the Ford. Well, the Ford won, so they kept making the Fords. You rarely see the Olivers.
Well, of course Ford won first on race day. There you go. He's got another John Deere combine back there, but I want to talk about this Massey Harris 35. And what, you got another 35 sitting there?
This is a 35 self-propelled.
Okay.
And to your right's a 35 pull type.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen international pull types, just never a Massey Harris. So that's a pull type 35, and that's a self-propelled 35.
This is a 205 up front.
Yeah, nice 205 up there. We'll go check that out real quick. And there you go, Ski.
It's about the precursor to the 410 or 510.
Yeah. Yep, open station there. And the only other international combine that I've seen of this kind of vintage era was at that Red Power auction again that I was at up on top Old Smoky, the mountain there. And that combine, by the way, is in use now. So, but that had a cab on it, and it fired right up real nice. But all these combines in here, man, they look they look like you could hit any grease fitting you got, maybe check the oil and go for broke.
They traded that on a K2.
Wow, this came out of my old hometown, Gleaner, Allis, Chalmers, and what model is this? E. E. That means it picks everything. E for everything. Got the full vision sweat box there, but you can see there's just enough air to keep you from dying. And and that looks field ready too.
They used it up until they traded it.
Sheesh, got a John Deere 3300 open station.
Yeah, that one's a gas. And then the one behind it is a diesel 3300. That's the last combine John Deere ever made without a cab.
Whew. What year would that have been?
75.
75, there you go. 75, keep it alive. And keep it alive they are. And they got the pedal tractor right there, the Ford on top of it. And that's like an extra, like what would you say, a wheel weight up there. You know, you got your Ford up there, you throw your kid up there, and you got some extra weight holding you down. But 75, I'm surprised guys were still willing to pick crops in 75 open station. But hey, they were tough back then, not like now. One thing's for sure is the Boak farm, they're not red shy. There's a 484 here, a 656 utility, or international, excuse me. The international just meant that it was the utility version of the 656, not row crop. And these made pretty good loader tractors, actually. 766, the highly sought after 766 pickup sticks. And to this day, I know we've been through it before on different videos, but I can still not figure out why these things go for $1 million and the 966s go for $1. Oh, they just pull better. We had a 766 and it outpulled that 966 every time. Boy, I just have a hard time. That's what, a 360 in that?
Yeah,
something like that, yeah. But, yep, here it is. And what do you guys use this for?
This is our head mover.
Yep, okay.
That's our grain and corn head mover.
So it ain't overworked.
No, it'll occasionally do some tillage work in the spring.
Yep, there you go. All right, got a 105 open station international. And he seems to think it's field ready right now. Geez, what fun this would be. You ain't gonna fit much in that hopper, but you know, go up and back and dump, go up and back and dump, ski. And then we come over here and we got a front wheel assist. And is this rocking and rolling?
It runs. We never hooked anything hardly to it. It needs an overhaul.
Needs an overhaul. But
and it's not for sale.
Well, isn't everything if the price is right? Not for sale, he says. And then you got a 315 back there. Does that work?
No. It did. We never used it.
Man. We got what, 5100?
5100 fertilizer, and that's never been used.
We got a 56 4-row, huh?
Yeah, it's actually sold.
Ah, that ain't no fun. All right, he's got a 1586 dualed out here, and this is his main tillage beast, and beast it is. There ain't a John Deere on the planet could outpull it. There you go. If that doesn't put a little fire in your belly, well, you got no fight in you. But there we go.
There's where your battery goes.
So how about this, man? Dylan, what is this? Tell them.
This is a new idea, EGT 120. Same thing as an electric.
Jeez. The deck that's on it's
Everything's electric on it. Everything's electric.
it's all electric.
Go green or orange.
I mean, I ain't woke, but this is cool. And that's brand new. And then you got that.
Yeah, and there's a snow blower in it. Everything plugs in, just everything.
Craziest thing I ever seen. That is cool. Now what do you plan on doing with it?
Well, fix her up and get her, whether it's running is the proper term or humming.
Yeah, moving. Nice.